Hey guys, here's an overview of your Rehabs app. The Rehab and the Checklist app is where you can do your flips. The Rehab app is basically an overview of the entire rehab. It's got your checklist notes in here, it's got your budget in here, information about the house. It's basically your main app that you'll be using. So let's go in and check it out. Alright, so you got your property over from the Deal Pipeline app. Address, here's your statuses. Remember, these are the ones that can trigger different tasks, different dashboard items, however you want to run your business. That's how this will do. Let's see, so you got your new property. This basically, whenever a deal is brought over into the deal pipeline, it automatically adds it to the rehab and the rental, and then you can go in and decide which one you want to you keep it as a flip or a rental, or delete both. You wholesaled it, or you wholesaled it. When you hit inspection process, it also that basically means you're going to keep it as a rehab, and you're going to start looking at this house a little more in depth. And what that does is that creates a new item in your checklist app, which we'll go over in a minute. But number 2 is what creates an item in your checklist app. And these are just different statuses: searching for contractor, pending, purchase. It's purchase that gives you the go-ahead and the in the task to go ahead and begin work. Work in progress is where it'll be, while you're working on it. Punch list process is basically you're done, finishing up the last little bits, or you've already given it back to the owner. Your project manager has, anyways, and then they've put it on the market, and maybe you got your inspection punch list items, on the back end. That punch list process completed, right on, and then dead means it's done. You've already made your money. Checklist status, active and inactive. We'll go over that in a minute in the checklist app. Job details. This is just a multi-line text field. You can write whatever you want in about the house here. Project manager is basically your rehab manager, whoever that is in your role. Contractors, this is a search field for your vendors. Your contacts app, certain contractors, you can tag them here who's working on a house. Key, lockbox location, utilities, if they're on or not highlighted, obviously means they're on. Closing, project start date and finish date, those are important. Checklist notes, this is where the notes that you put in on checklist get auto-populated over here, so you can see it all in one spot. If you've got lawn and snow removal, these two are also statuses that will fire off tasks from your workflows that you build into your dashboard app. This is for again a search field to the contacts app where you can select your vendors, and then any details you can, if you need to hire somebody, or if you need to go ahead and cancel the service, the house is done. So and then here's the budget part here at the bottom. This is pretty important. This is where your contractor can come in, project rehab manager, and project what he's going to be spending on the house. And then he can come in, or admin, whoever the one that's going to be doing it, and you can input exactly how much they spent. Put in each item and add it, and it'll come down here to the budget tracking. You'll have your log, your contractor, how much is remaining in your budget, total budget. It's a great feature. So that's how that works. This is your projections in the beginning before you start the house. This is where you can add your receipts to as you spend, and then this tracking shows exactly what you're spending, how close you are in relation to your projections, and just give you a good overview of the house. So there's our rehab apps, or rehab app. Let's move on to the checklist app.